In this week's episode, we talk about cooking with the power out and interview Joe McMahon of Smoke or Fire.
You see your life, it's going nowhere. You wonder why, check out your mohawk hair. Nice hair, fruitcake. Got no girl, but an online degree. Knuckle tattoos and countless felonies. Get out, it's time to take a different route. Get out, get out, get out, get out. I'm sick and I'm tired of hearing you pout. Six orphan kids and 5 shitty moms, wondering why you can't hold down a job. When I see you, you tell me your woes. Grow the fuck up and change your dumbass clothes. Get out, time you to take a different route. Get out, get out, get out, get out. I'm sick and I'm tired of hearing you pout. Get out, time you take a different route. Get out, get out, get out, get out. I'm sick and I'm tired of hearing you pout.
Welcome in once again to Punk Rock Foodies Radio, coming at you live from downtown Mattersville at the Vicious Pig Saloon. This is your one-stop shop for everything punk rock and food. And now, your hosts, Steve Guerrero, Skate Rat Betty, Brian Reinhardt, and the asshole in charge, Xander T.
And that was A Punk Rock Tale of Woe by Guttermouth, and you are listening to Punk Rock Foodies Radio. And I am the asshole in charge of Punk Rock Foodies, Xander T. And with me today at the Vicious Pig Saloon is...
What's up, Steve Guerrero here. And also joining us is...
The brother of the asshole in charge, himself, Eli.
Does that make you the sphincter? Or...
He's an anus, that's for sure.
Rectum. Damn near killed him. I don't think that's even fit.
And Brian's somewhere. We don't know where the fuck Brian is. He's supposed to be here.
Drunk in traffic or lost in traffic. Or...
there's been a power outage in downtown Mattersville, so maybe the lights are not in his favor.
Yeah. So, hopefully he'll be joining us, unless he passed out or something. But So Punk Rock Foodies is a Facebook group started by yours truly, helped along by the rest of our crew here, and you make food. You take a picture of the food. You post the picture. It's that simple. You don't post articles from George Takei, Eli.
That was a very poignant article, and Brian needed to read it. I wish he was here today.
Well, then you share it on Brian's wall.
I'm not friends with Brian yet.
Well, you know what? Don't be. You're not missing out.
Hey, this is just one of the perks of being the brother of the asshole in charge.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you didn't get blocked. It just got deleted. But...
well, I gotta repost that shit then.
Asshole. Wait, that's me.
I know when you sleep.
Anyway, we like food. We like punk rock. We like being punk rock in the kitchen while we make food. We like listening to punk rock music, and we're going to listen to some punk rock music now. Look at that segue. So, want to play us something here, Mr. Dr. Steve Guerrero?
Yes. How about something that's great if it's a punk rock band, but terrible if it's coming out of your fridge? And let's start the show off with a little Rancid and Rats of the Hallway off one of their earlier albums. On Punk Rock Foodies Radio, here we go.
interstate. Fights are being Section 8. Now it's got infested cocaine run. The whole world plays like a broken drum. Get out, go ahead and right away. Sit up, open up your bed today. King of River, this plays a part. We will have finish our back and start him out of line. On that long street, he don't keep this quick at 4 a.m. No wage breaker, 7 p.m. to AM is dangerous. Outside my game, I'm cruising in 40. Asked me if there's no rats or hall. I said, some things aren't like the weather. Never seen a change of forward. I bet let's go camp to me. He said, don't do me no harm. Go up and sleep, show me tracks or arm. I said, what's your name? She said it was mine. She said, Tim, I will take you higher. Shoot me for a day in the target. And then crack when it ain't the same. Things ain't dirty, nothing's clean in the rider. Take some jackal, take that blood and club and shackle. Listen, I'm going to go. The guard is born, it goes like that. Red 10-10, kid got shot, boy, brother, the bad man, I said. Not being brought in the cold, they stupid, he had it coming, he had it coming. So 12 years old, sit in prison, got shot being cold. And those who read that I hit the lights are right. Watch the road before the internet dog gets rolled.
That I encounter everywhere I turn. I've seen it all along, in books and magazines, like a twitch before dying, like a pornographic scene. There's a bar behind the window, there's an ugly laughing man, like a hummingbird in silence, like the blood on my door. It's a generator. Oh yeah, like the blood on my door. Be clean and I will run until I reach the shore. I've known it all alone, like the bone under my skin, like actors in a photograph, like paper in the wind. There's a hammer by the window, there's a knife on the floor, like turbines in darkness, like the blood on my door. It's the generator. Oh yeah, like the blood on my door. Wash me clean.
right, that was Generator by Bad Religion, and it's a very poignant song because the power is out here and we are running off of a generator at the Vicious Pig. And so therefore, we decided we're going to talk about what the fuck do you eat when the power goes out? How do you cook? What do you do? You know, what do you get when there's a storm a-coming? Besides, obviously, 7 gallons of milk and 42 packs of 12-pack rolls of toilet paper.
And cartons of cigarettes.
Don't forget the cigarettes and diapers. That's it. That's all you need, apparently. But yeah, I right now currently have the advantage of having a gas stove. So if the power goes out, the gas still works. So I don't have a problem with that. But years ago, back when I was married, I had an electric stove, and the power went out it was like summer, it was like June, and I don't know what the hell, there was no storm, there was nothing, the power just went out. And I already had put together a casserole, like a baked ziti, and I just needed to bake it, that was it, and the power went out. So I ended up putting it on the grill, and turning the grill on, and cooking it on the grill, and I'll tell you what, it was one of the best baked zitis I ever had.
Nice.
The bottom got crispy, you know, because that's where the heat was all coming from, you know, direct heat. So, yeah, that was really good. So, I mean, obviously having a grill helps in a situation where it's not raining and snowing and the power's out, like that did when it was a beautiful June day. But, you know, I venture. Eli lives in Myrtle Beach, so there's a lot of hurricanes that come that way. I'm sure the power's gone out numerous times.
Yeah,
for you, Eli.
Yeah, we got hit with Hurricane Matthew this fall. I lost power for 4 days, I think. So I didn't really. I didn't really stock up on food. I just kind of started eating out of the freezer as stuff was thawing out because, well, obviously the fridge was down. So whatever I could do, just grilling it up. I had enough. I made sure I had full bottles of propane, which was the nice part.
So do you have like ice chests that are kind of like, you know, like reserved for like this kind of thing? Like do you guys like kind of have to like plan for this?
No, I was kind of unprepared in that regard. It was my first major actual hurricane that was it. There's a couple that have missed us, but I made sure I had plenty of water. That was the good thing. Water, made sure I had the propane, and from there just kind of was winging it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got an ice chest, but you know, it's not specifically for this. I don't get the fucking crazies that go out to the store and, you know, just it's like, oh my god, a snowstorm's coming. We gotta get everything. I mean, Eli, remember that time you came and visited, and we had a huge snowstorm, and I was literally at the same grocery store 2 days later picking up orange juice. Like, what the hell? Like, you're not stuck for 17 days, and then what? You got 7 gallons of milk that are all going to go bad? You can't drink that much milk.
Yeah, when I was still in Pittsburgh, I remember leaving work one night. They were calling for 8 to 12 inches that day, and I stopped at the grocery store. I just wanted to pick up some chicken for dinner that night. Every bit of chicken gone. Like there's how many grocery stores within like 5 square miles of me, and every piece of chicken was gone. Like, what are you going to do? How long do you think it's going to be before you'll get back out of your house? Yeah, you know all about the snow, huh, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When I see on TV, it looks awesome.
Well, but I mean, you've experienced outages. I mean, you get earthquakes in California, the fires, and you get the freaking
riots
that lock you in the house for a few days. That's happened too.
Yeah.
You know?
Police chase right down your road. You know.
Any day you see a police chase, it's a good day. As long as you're not the one being chased, I guess. Yeah, no, we don't have that severe weather, you know. Southern California, Orange County, where I live, is, I mean, it's 80 degrees right now. It's rough.
Yeah, can imagine.
Yeah, we got, our 4 seasons are like, not summer, not quite summer, summer, and just late summer? Like, we got it pretty good.
In Maryland, we had all 4 seasons last week. It was 70 degrees the one day and then snowing the next morning. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. I was literally in shorts and then like a sweater. Not at the same time. That would just be a weird outfit.
Hipster.
Well, there will be some seawater samples approaching your domicile soon.
That's what I hear. I'm excited.
Got that going for you? Yeah, I got 5 different kinds of craft beers for you from Pizza Port down here, and I guess they originate out of San Clemente, or no, not San Clemente, Solana Beach. And yeah, dude, that Kook Double IPA, man, that's such a good beer, dude. That's the biggest one out of all of them, but that's a good one.
I can't wait. I can't wait to try it. There's the grocery store. Okay, so like where I live in Maryland, the grocery stores don't sell beer, except one grocery store in the whole chain is allowed in the county.
So weird.
So, well, I lived in a little shitty town. There was a grocery store. It was just like a local grocery store. Well, it's the only one that existed, so they were able to sell beer. So that was actually nice because it was right there. I mean, I could walk to it, no problem. But so the Safeway on my way home from work, they're the Safeway in the county that sells beer and wine. So they actually expanded their entire beer selection. That they've got everything. They've got like some real odds and ends. Like they got the the Racer 5, and and they've got some Abita and like Red Hook and shit like that. But then there's a huge section. It's all local Maryland stuff.
Oh, nice.
And Virginia, and it's ridiculous the amount. I mean, it's huge. And every time I go, I'm like, I'm gonna get 6 packs and mix and match and just send them. We're going to do another drinking show, taste testing all of them, and
How would you think of those Stones? Those the ones with the blackberries and raspberries.
I thought they were good.
Yeah,
I thought they were good.
I haven't tried the stout one yet, but I've had the double IPA, and that one was pretty good.
The stout one was. I mean, I'm not a huge stout fan, but it was good. I mean, it was definitely the IPA was great.
Yeah.
Eli Stone came out with these. What is it? Live Free or Die, or IPA or Die, or Live Free or Die in their Virginia collection.
Yeah. So they're brewing out of the Virginia brewery, but they're also using blackberries and raspberries from the Commonwealth of Virginia. It says so on the bottle.
It's a Commonwealth. You'll hear them say it here in the Commonwealth.
But that's rad. That's Stone doing their West Coast thing on the East Coast with East Coast ingredients. I mean, that's how it should be done. And just using really good stuff and whatever's around. Like if the blackberries and raspberries are bomb there, fuck, throw them in some IPAs. Fuck, it sounds great to me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, raspberry and IPA would work pretty well, I think.
Yeah, it's still got that little tartness and a little sweetness. So yeah, it's a nice combo. And they have another one, if you guys see it, the Tangerine Express IPA, and that one's like tangerine and pineapple, and it's so good.
Ooh, that would be really good.
Yeah. And it's like, the price point out here is like $5.99, where like most of the other ones, like the double IPA is probably like $8.99, $9.99, depending on where you get it. But,
right.
So
but that would be so good, because like that. The whole reason I like IPA is because people are like, oh, it's bitter, but there's taste. If you get one that's got like almost like a grapefruit juice flavor to it, I mean, I'll drink that all night. Yeah,
real piney, real citrusy. Those IPAs are the best.
Well, and that's even something else that you gotta. Eli's drinking a Sweetwater.
This is
the Hatchery series.
Mosaic hop. It's like an experimental. They put one in each of their 12 packs, their variety 12 packs.
You just get one of those bad boys?
Yeah, I made sure I drank that
first. That's cool, though. yeah.
And then it's got those Mosaic hops, which I think have that a little more of that grapefruity flavor. So it's like a lot of that's on the hops you use, which I like them all. So.
Well, that's something that I make sure I always have when a storm is coming, is plenty of beer and wine and liquor.
Yeah, back on topic.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So, there's really no topic. I mean,
well, the nice thing is being a school teacher, that when there's a big snowstorm, like last year we got 3 feet in 12 hours. And school was closed for the whole week. I don't have to go anywhere for a week. I don't have to go to work. I don't have to do anything. Like, I just can just be in my house. And so
it's like a timeout from life. Like,
exactly, it's a timeout from life.
Good. You just sit there and just relax, weather the storm, and your life will be ready there waiting for you when you get back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have to fucking shovel my car off. You know, it's just like whatever. You know, we don't have to go anywhere. I mean, we did end up actually having to go somewhere, and we walked because there was 3 feet of snow in our cars, but.
So, and you're like a full like you take the summer off, right? January?
Oh yeah. Like
nice.
In fact, the cool thing is our governor made an executive order that school in Maryland is not allowed to start until after Labor Day, and it has to end by June 15th, and that includes any emergency days. So. There's been this huge fight in my county because my county thinks that they're like the greatest county in the world and we've got the best school system in the world. And so there's been this huge fight about the calendar. And they appealed to try to get to start a week before Labor Day, and it got denied. And then, like, our last day of school is going to be June 15th, and then added in 3 snow days. And they said, no, you can't do that because it has to end actually on June 12th, and then your 3 snow days come in.
So it's a drop dead date.
So,
that's it.
So it's like all the teachers I work with, they're like, oh no, what are we going to do? Oh my God. It's like, you get paid what you get paid, whether you get, 22 paychecks or you get 12 paychecks or 1 paycheck, you're getting paid. Whether you're still working 180 days, period. And actually we work like 190 because we get like all these professional days we have to do. But still, it's like, who gives a shit? Like, I'd rather go to school after Labor Day. I'd rather be done in early June,
Yeah, absolutely.
But, so everyone's like bitching, and I'm like sitting back just, this is awesome. I can't fucking wait.
Must be nice. That's cool, man. Are you starting to plan any trips yet for summer road trips or anything? Or?
Well, I'm getting married and then going on a honeymoon.
There's that.
So,
there's that. Bahamas?
Barbados.
So that's planned.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's planned, and thanks to a early tax return, paid for.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Well, that'll be cool, man. Barbados, you're going to get some really awesome food,
They've got their own brewery there. I've already looked into it. We're going to do a tour.
Sweet,
yeah,
dude.
I can't wait. It's like the top brewery distributor in the Caribbean. So like they're all over the Caribbean. So it'll be interesting to check that out.
Yeah.
So why don't we play some music and see if we can find out where the hell Brian is, and then we'll come back and keep talking about not having power.
Sure. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
that's it. That's our topic.
Brian Steve had a great name for the show, so we got to go with it. It's a lights out episode,
Lights out episode.
Maybe we should listen to some NOFX Electricity.
Nice. On Punk Rock Foodies Radio. You got to get into that, Eli. You got to get that bumper in there.
Yeah, well, I threw it out there. It just came to me like a bolt of lightning. Pun intended. They don't need you. Pineapple pizza loving. You tell him I said that too. Just send him that part of the recording.
Hey, it's Chris of Lagwagon, and I want to eat you alive. Punk rock foodies. Listen, eat, learn.
That was a local band, some of my homeboys, and the band's name is Eken is Dead, and that song is Lights Out, also the name of this episode we got going here at the Candlelit Vicious Pig Saloon today with the brothers extraordinaire asshole proportions.
And he's got major proportions on me.
The T brothers? Is that what would be?
Yeah. So, you know what? Just the fact that you said that just reminded me. I mean, obviously, looking at the place, it should have reminded me, but because you said it, I once was bartending, and we had no power. And but back one time when I worked as a bartender, oh, there's no Brian to make fun of me for having a job.
Your fifth or sixth
it was my, let's see.
How many
let's see.
places you bartended at?
In college, I bartended at Bruno's. Eli, you and I worked at Tilt's.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun summer.
That was a great summer. I feel there was another place. Where the hell was that? Oh, Cugini's, and then Dickey's. So I've only bartended at 4 places. But I've worked some private parties too occasionally. But anyway, when I was working at Dickey's, the power was out. There was a major storm that came through. The power went out in the whole shopping plaza. But it had it was a major summer storm, and so it was like this beautiful, like the sun was kind of trying to poke through, and you had that like steam, like wet, like after rain smell, you know. And it was just really nice. But we were closed basically. We were open, but we really couldn't do anything. And it was our trivia night, and well, that you kind of need electricity for that, like to just do the ask the questions over the PA and whatnot. So the one trivia team, so we're like really cool group of people. Like they were the ones that would stick around afterwards. Like you got all these nerds that come in, do the trivia, and as soon as it's over, they leave. And then it's like, okay, what are we gonna like? We got no business now. But this one team would always stick around. They would always like buy me shots, and we had a really good time. They were there. They all came and showed up. The trivia guy stayed and hung out. We ended up. The power came on at 9 o'clock, and I remember I was closing everything down because they're like, "Fuck it, we're closing." And power came on. Somebody called, "Are you guys open?" And I told them, "No, we're closed. Sorry." And then went over to the one dude's house. Trivia guy was there. We ended up playing trivia at the house. He was just pulling it all on the computer. We're just hanging out, drinking. It was such a good time.
Nice.
And literally candles all over the bar originally, and then when the power came on, we closed up. It was perfect. I made no money, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, that sucks. Power going out when you're in a restaurant. Or like grocery shopping. You ever been grocery shopping? The power goes out, or the registers go down. And
I've been looting when the power's gone out of the grocery store. Never shopping at that point.
Well, it's still shopping. You're picking and choosing, so that's shopping. Whether you're
might
paying is a different thing.
I watch Supermarket Sweep. You go straight for the hams.
Yeah, that's a guy's grocery game's light.
Light or loot?
Yep, loot. Is that our Mexican moment?
That is.
Hey!
I'm still in the spotlight.
So, for those listening, we did get word from Brian. He was under the impression that we were going to be recording on a different day.
So now he's under the influence.
Hey, I think we all are.
Yeah. Hey, why not? Yeah, so that's why he's not here. You know what I think really it is? It was the time change, the daylight savings. That's what threw him off.
Yeah.
He'll show up in an hour. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Anyway, so what are we talking about? Beer.
You guys look really handsome in this candlelight.
Don't get any ideas, Steve. I'm spoken for.
Oh, that's right. Not yet.
Well, no ring on this finger.
Oh, that's what happens when Skate Rat's not here. Which she will be joining us back soon. We, she's definitely still taking care of her little girl Penny, and Penny's getting much bigger and looks like she's a ball of joy, man. So.
She that kid was like 4 pounds when she was born.
Yeah.
And within 6 weeks, she's looks like she's 20 pounds. It was boom.
It's like she realized, MLB's my dad. I better grow here a little bit, And yeah, she totally sprouted. The photos that she posted this weekend, her by the pool and stuff. Dude, she looks like a little toddler already.
Yeah. She is. What, 9 months old?
I guess,
8 months,
yeah.
9 months old, yeah. So, but still, from when how tiny she was to what she is now is pretty impressive. And she's definitely has Mike's hairline. So that's. Yeah. So. What do you guys got going on this weekend? Anything?
Music.
Oh, you're going to Music?
Hopefully. I'm going to try to go for Sunday. Sunday's the Bad Religion and Pennywise show.
Sweet. Oh, good. You'll get to see Pennywise.
Yeah, I think Swinging Utters is playing too, and yeah. I got some bones to pick with some people.
Yeah. Eli, you got anything planned? Any? You know what? Actually, Eli, I don't care about that question. Scrap that question.
I'm working Saturday and Sunday. I'm probably just gonna sit and watch my testicles get smaller or something. I don't know.
Can they get smaller? No. Okay. So Steve. So Eli and I have been discussing the Ark Burger.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, we've been discussing it, and Eli made the very, very good point that you don't put seafood on the Ark burger.
No.
Because you wouldn't need seafood on the Ark.
No,
you wouldn't need
right.
to get... Because they're going to live in the sea, all those animals.
Yeah.
You know?
I wanted to do like shrimp or something on there. I'm thinking, no.
No. So
I was thinking lobster.
You got to stick with like the ducks, turkeys, bisons, all the land-loving animals. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't make one. I didn't make one, and each meat was represented individually. It wasn't. They have to. Yeah, it wasn't like I mixed beef, buffalo, and lamb together. They each had their own layer.
No. Yeah. It's got to be like a big dog.
I'll just send you the picture, Steve. It was a big dog.
Well,
I'd imagine. I'd imagine you need a bamboo skewer to hold it all together. Yeah. It's that big.
It would have helped.
Yeah. He'll see the picture when you actually make it for when we do the Ark Burger Challenge. Eli.
I mean, that was just a prototype. It's just a prototype I'm going to send him. It's an artist rendering.
But you definitely. I agree. You have to. It have to be individual, and I don't think. And honestly, I think that a bullshit move would be like a chicken patty, a beef patty, a buffalo patty, a lamb patty, a ground turkey patty. Just making a bunch of burger patties. That's bullshit. You gotta get.
It's gotta be like pulled pork, fried chicken breast. 1 ground patty. You do bacon. Bacon wrap bacon.
You got bacon. You got ham. You got a pork chop. I mean,
exactly.
That's 3 animals right there.
Fried pork skins. I mean, you got to you want that crunch too, right?
That's a bunch of animals.
Well, and don't forget the lettuce, tomato, and onion.
Well, you definitely need some. And look, I'm even wearing my pork slope shirt while we talk about it.
There we go.
It's a great animal. It's great for animals.
We dig pig around here.
No. Sorry, Pig Vicious. I don't mean to, pull away from you.
But you're delicious.
So we're definitely going to do an Ark Burger. We can't really do like a challenge. It's, unless we did like one where we all vote on which one we think is awesome, or do we just get out there and cook kind of thing?
I think we just do it for show. Like, hey, show us what you got. Give us your interpretation of the Ark Burger, but don't be a pussy.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so now my question rises. Like you were saying before, Steve, you were talking about like putting like a quail egg on it.
Yeah.
Like that's, I would say that represents quail.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
So what about like goat cheese?
Oh, no. Nice. I like that. Yeah, there you go.
No?
You didn't have to kill the animal to get it. You don't take goat cheese as you take quail.
What if you have the layer of goat cheese over the lamb, but then you have like the American cheese over the burger patty, and like a different cheese over the chicken? Like so you're like working like the cow, the goat, maybe sheep.
On my artist rendering, I had feta with the lamb. I had pepper jack with the buffalo, and American with the beef. So
see that's how I would play it. That sounds delicious.
So what you're saying though is the goat cheese does not represent goat.
No.
But Eli, you don't have to kill a quail to get its egg.
The quail you're eating the unborn child. I mean that would represent meat.
So if I made
kill something.
If I made a hollandaise sauce with a quail egg yolk, that would work too. Then, right? Okay.
I'll give you that, but. It's going to take a lot of quail yolks to make hollandaise sauce.
I don't have to make a huge batch. But you're absolutely right. Well, maybe I'll think of something else, like a reptile egg or something. I don't know.
There you go.
Something of an endangered species, you automatically win.
Yes. They got bald eagle on this bitch.
Oh, that's platypus duck right there. I ordered it from the Galapagos Islands. No big deal.
The last dodo egg.
Bonus points for the last dodo egg. For a fried dodo egg on top.
I mean, hey, if we let the dodo egg go to hatching, it's only going to be disappointed that it's got nothing to mate with. So
it's going to die anyway, right?
I'm taking care of it.
But dodo meat might be the most delicious meat in the world.
Oh, that is
We'll
true.
never know.
That is
so. You know. Yeah. Okay. So we got to get the parameters down because this is going to be a huge. I think this is going to be a major event in June. Is what I'm thinking because it's like summer months for everybody.
Yeah.
Get out there on the grill, cooking up some meats,
killing and grilling.
The Arc Burger.
Yeah.
We might not want to wait that long because the Arc Burger, now that it's going to be out there in podcast land, people are going to want to take that idea, claim it as their own.
Well, but it's out there. It's already it's copywritten now. It's time stamped. Boom, we got it.
And I have an artist rendering.
We got it.
And Eli has an artist rendering already. That could be the prototype for the patent.
That's our patent right there. Yeah. The patent pending Arc Burger by Punk Rock Foodies. Perfect.
That's what we need to do if we open up a Punk Rock Foodies cafe. We just serve the Arc Burger.
The Arc Burger Challenge.
Piss off every vegan in punk rock world.
So it's not going to be a vegan challenge?
We could give that burger to Savvy and she could feed the scene with just one burger.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so Arc Burger Challenge coming to you soon.
Coming to a Punk Rock Foodies page near you.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
You got to start building a nice picture to Noah's Ark with in between two buns. Can I
Photoshop you as Moses? Can I just Photoshop you as Noah?
Yeah, there you go. Why not? All right. Well,
we'll call it Wola's Ark. Make it more punk rock.
Yeah. So that's what happens when electricity goes out here at the Vicious Pig, and we're not totally done. We've got Joe McMahon of Smoke or Fire calling in, and he's been doing a lot of solo stuff with his acoustic. So,
well, I think we should note too that he's not just calling in, but he is calling in from Germany to be on our show.
Germany.
Yeah. So our international, international reach continues.
Not just Germany, but home of the delicious cheese, Munster.
We also get insight on the cheese.
Yeah. So, and Smoke or Fire, you need that to cook when you don't have electricity, right? So
it's all coming together here.
Yeah. See, this is like the greatest segued show ever.
See, we knew what we were doing all along, people. This is totally rehearsed. We're professionals. I can't even say the word.
That's how good you are.
That's that. I'm firing my voice coach.
So, you should.
You have a voice coach?
You don't?
It's actually my wife, and she just tells me to shut up all the time. That's basically that. So,
it's coaching. Yeah, it's coaching nonetheless.
That's my voice coach, yeah.
So, Mr. Eli, would you like to send us off with a song, or are you all out?
Yeah, I can't think of anything right now.
He's all out of angst, all out of music.
I was thinking all out of angst, but I already did a NOFX song.
You did NOFX. All right, well, I got one by Cousin Dale. You got one?
No, yeah.
You got one, Eli?
Yeah.
All right,
I got one
Dale.
by Cousin Dale.
Divided we conquer. On Punk Rock Foodies Radio.
On Punk Rock Foodies Radio, bitches.
Bone-ape-tit.
When I was a young kid, I wondered about you. I watched as you're dancing with him in the gym, and you never looked over. You never noticed. I spent a kid's lifetime to beat just like him. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. And now that I'm older, the world is changing. We sit back and wait for the wars to begin. We send in our nieces, we send in our nephews. Those Christians and Muslims, they're at it again. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Calling you out. Do you want to step out? I think it's finally about time that you took your place in line. Calling you out. We broke down some old walls, we built up some new ones. We pissed off our rivals and challenged our friends. Let's all pour the bourbon and raise one to evil. Divided, we conquered ourselves in the end. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Calling you out. Do you want to step out? Looks like it's finally about time that you took your place in line. Calling you out. Calling you out. Do you want to step out? I think it's finally about time that you took your place in line. Calling you out.
This is Shamrock Slavan, and you're listening to Punk Rock Foodies Radio.
God, I wish I were a bird. I'd fly towards the sun, and I'd never return to this place. It's such a disgrace. They cut my arms and my legs off and burn up in space. All this other war is the
right, and that was Neon Light by Smoker Fire, one of my favorite Smoker Fire songs. And on the phone with us now is Mr. Smoker Fire himself, Joe McMahon. Joe, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. So, we mentioned before we went off to the music that you're in Munster, Germany. The one thing that we discussed was, is that where the cheese comes from?
You know what? It's funny everyone asks me that, but it's. I think that's. I have a feeling that was maybe people who immigrated to America from Germany and started making cheese there, because there's no Munster cheese here really.
Okay.
My girlfriend just bought me some cheese last week, and it said Munster cheese on it, which is the first I've actually seen of that. But it's nothing like the Munster cheese that you get in America. It was more like a Swiss, like stinky cheese.
Okay.
So I think that's more of a U.S. thing.
Okay. So, like I said, you're in Germany, and you are an American, and Smoker Fire is an American band. But you're now in Germany, so is Smoker Fire no longer, or is this just a hiatus, or?
No, it's sort of, like everyone's very busy with a lot of different things, and we're a very tight band, and it's kind of the point, like if one of the guys doesn't want to tour right now because of his job, we're not going to go ahead and replace that person. I mean, this is the lineup that I want to play with. And, Ryan's really busy with Iron Reagan. James, our bass player, is doing stand-up comedy. He's doing really well with that. And Jeremy really likes his job right now. So it's not like it's a breakup or a hiatus or anything. It's just more kind of focusing on our personal stuff right now. I would love to... when I finished my solo record, my plan was to just start writing the next Smoker Fire record, but it doesn't really make sense if we're not going to tour, and right now it's just not looking like touring is like a priority for everyone. So we'll wait and see what happens. I mean, I'd love to be back on tour and do another record with the band, but right now we're just going to kind of wait and see.
So give us a little history of the band. Like, how did you guys all get together?
We started off as a band called Jericho in 1998, I think. There was a band called Born Ugly out of New Hampshire, a punk rock band, and their singer Andy had moved to California to play drums for Smooth 32, I think. And the rest of the guys were looking to start a new band, and I had just moved to Boston to go to Boston University. And I was looking to start a band. I wanted to play music, and the first guy I met in one of my drawing classes, this guy Chris, had an Avail patch on his backpack, and I just poked him on the shoulder, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to start a band?" And he was like, he looked at me like I was crazy, and he was like, "Okay." And so a couple weeks later, he asked me if I wanted to try out to play bass for this band, and that became Jericho. And then a few lineup changes later, sort of, we sent a record to Fat Records, I think in 2004 or 5, and they liked it, and Dynamite called me and they wanted to put it out, but we had to change our name because there was a band called Jericho, and they wanted to sue us for the name or something, so we changed our name to Smoker Fire, and we ended up all moving to Richmond, Virginia, just to get out of the expensive Boston, apartments and all that, and just kind of hit the road. And from then on, we just toured for years. So the rest of the guys are still in Richmond.
Oh, cool. There's a great music scene down in Richmond.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite bands actually from Richmond, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's sort of the reason we moved there. I mean, we were up in Boston, and there was like 7 of us living in a 3-bedroom apartment, and the Strike Anywhere guys were staying with us. We played a show with them, and they saw that there was like 7 people living in this little apartment. And Thomas, the singer, was like, "How much do you guys pay to live here?" And when I told them we each pay, like $550 a month, and there's 7 of us in this little place, like sleeping on floors, he was just like, "What are you guys doing? Move to Richmond. There's such a good music scene, and it's so cheap." And we met the Avail guys, and they've been very good to us. And the next tour, our van died, and we had saved up. We were all working like 2 jobs. our band died, and that's kind of when it hit us, like, what are we doing? Like, we can't afford to be a band and tour and live in Boston. It's a great city, but if we want to do this, we need to live somewhere cheaper. So we just all packed up and moved to Richmond, and we got this huge house, and we paid $100 a month for rent, and we just hit the road.
So, you said you're over in Germany now, and you've been doing your solo thing. You were on tour with was it Nothington recently, and I know you did a tour with Joey Balls of Old Man Markley fame and Youth Brigade. So what's that like, being like the acoustic opening act for a band like Nothington and going that route?
It was actually really cool. I know it's kind of weird to like, especially with my music, it's, and this particular solo record, it's not the most cheerful music, so to go out and kind of warm up the crowd with acoustic songs is like not the easiest gig, but I'm kind of used to that, and I like it. I like the challenge of it, and this tour in particular was very cool because I got to do both. I love playing acoustic, but I love playing punk rock, and I love playing in a band, so to be able to like play bass with Nothington was great. It was kind of difficult in the sense that I was playing a show, and then I had 20 minutes, and then I played another show.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I mean, I got to do both every single night, and I'm no spring chicken anymore. But it was tiring, but it was really fun.
Well, you mentioned the solo album. The album's called Another Life. Was this something you did on your own once you went over to Germany, or did you have some of these songs already? I mean, I knew you covered Neon Light on it, which is, I guess, not a cover since it's your song. But but were these some songs that you wrote, while you were with Smoker Fire working on stuff that just didn't kind of pan out, or is this just all like new stuff that you came up with?
I started writing this record probably about 6 years ago, actually. I'd been in a relationship for 8 years, and it ended pretty terribly. And I just started kind of writing these songs. With Smoker Fire, I always kind of felt like I wanted to write songs that represent the whole band. So it wasn't, I wasn't going to write really like kind of personal stuff that like these guys you couldn't really like relate to so much, So I have my songs that I wrote, for me, and I have my songs that I wrote for the band, which is funny you say Neon Lights, because the interesting thing about that song is that song was never going to be a Smoker Fire song. When we did our last record, we were in Richmond and we were writing our record, and we were ready to go to the studio in Chicago, and our drummer Ryan was like, we need one more song. Like, I think we had like 13 and he wanted 14, like we need an even number or something like that. And I was like, and we were like, no man, we got 13, like we're good, these are good songs. And he was like, no, we need one more. And he was like, Joe, give us one more. And I was like, that's what I got, man. And he was like, no, I know you got another song, give us one. And I was like, don't have anything that's like kind of appropriate for the band. And he just pushed on, and I was like, okay, I've got a song, but it's not a Smoker Fire song. And I started playing Neon Lights in the room where we were writing. And like halfway through the song, the entire band came in and finished the song basically together. And they all just looked at me and they're like, that's going on the record. And I was like, no, it's not. It's not a Fire song. Like, it's something I'm going to put on, something for myself later, acoustic record or something. It's not going to work full band. And they were like, no, we're recording it. And I was like, okay, we can record it, but it's not going on the record. So we go to Chicago and we record the record, and we record that song, and we send all the songs off to Fat Records. And Fat Mike calls me, and he's like, first thing he says, he's like, hey, Neon Lights, that's the single. And I was like, no, it's not, dude. It's not going on the record. And he was like, yes, it is. And I was like, come on. So it ended up on the record, but that's the reason that I sort of I re-recorded the song for my solo record, because the version on the solo record is sort of the way that I actually wrote the song in the first place. But the rest of the songs, no, I kind of have this theme of just sort of get this stuff off my chest, this sort of relationship stuff that I usually don't put into Smoker Fire songs.
Okay, well, let's listen to one of the songs. Actually, let's listen to the title track off of Another Life. This is Joe McMahon with Another Life.
Would you do it all over again if you knew that your heart would break? Did you live your life to someone else, or go it alone to play it safe? Are you beating yourself up, believing you've given your heart away? Would you trade it all for one more chance to live the fall from the start you began to wake? Would you do it all over again if you knew what your heart could take? Could you make it last for one more day to see them hurt, to watch them fade? You're deceiving yourself for a reason, to see what your love creates. Every person says you're separate ways. Either way one goes, all at one stage, yeah. But maybe we knew each other in another life. We'll keep coming back until we get it right. When there's nothing left to hold on to, there'll still be my hand. I just wanted you to know that time's a prison, but all's forgiven. The key hangs from the noose you tied around your neck. I believe that we're all given. Test right the wrongs we made. See it all for the first time again. One goes first and the other one stays. Yeah, but maybe we knew each other in another life. We'll keep coming back until we get it right. When there's nothing left to hold on to, will still be my hand. I just wanted you to know that. Just wanted you to know that. I just wanted you to know that. I wanted you to know that. I just wanted you to know I understand.
All right, so you are listening to Punk Rock Foodies Radio, and we've got Joe McMahon on the phone with us. We're going to switch gears here, and we're going to talk about food. So you are in Germany, and so I'm sure there's a plethora of delicious foods over there. What are some of your favorite meals to have that are German foods?
German foods. I mean, German food's very sort of traditional, like, potatoes, schnitzel, a lot of meat, a lot of sauces, things like that. So I wouldn't say, like, I really go out and eat a lot, but as a cook, it's just a wonderful place to live because the standards for food over here are just so different. There's so much food in America where the ingredients are illegal over here. Like if you look at the packaging on food over here, you can actually kind of read the ingredients. And the markets are incredible, so if I want to go down and go to the market, there's just like, it's huge, and there's all this fresh produce and fresh meat and fish and all this stuff. So, German food, it's good, but mainly I cook at home almost every single night. I rarely go out to eat, but it's a great place to live if you want to cook.
So what's one of your favorite dishes to cook? What's your go-to? If somebody's coming over and you're just like, okay, I'm going to make this. Like, what is this?
Oh, man. I love to cook everything. Usually my go-to, it depends on the person, what they want. I can usually kind of, I make really good Italian food. I make a really good sauce. I recently kind of taught myself how to roll sushi, but I'm going pretty well.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess maybe Italian food is probably my best, the best food I can cook. But if you ask people in Richmond, they would say barbecue. I'm very good at barbecuing. But my girlfriend's a vegetarian, so I don't. I'm not cooking a lot of meat now. But back in Richmond, we were barbecuing probably 3 days a week, and I do pretty well with the barbecue.
Vegetarian, I can deal with. It's when they go vegan. I don't know.
No. No, we have my girlfriend and I share a very strong love of cheese. I think.
Good.
I think if I give up I'd give up anything but cheese. I couldn't live without cheese.
Yeah, I fear for the day where my body becomes lactose intolerant. I can't have cheese,
Oh, gosh. I think I'd jump off a bridge. There's no point living after that.
No, yeah. But it's interesting because everything you just said, it's like, I cook Italian. I love to do barbecue. It's like, and I recently learned how to roll sushi, so it's like we were separated at birth. So how did you get into cooking? Like, did you grow up? Was your mom always cooking, and you saw it, or was it just something you kind of watched the Food Network and said, "Hey, I can do that"?
No, it kind of came out of necessity, I guess. I grew up in a family where my mom, stayed at home and raised 3 boys, and my dad went to work, and my mom got really sick when I was younger, and she was in bed for a really long time, and it was sort of the kind of situation where Dad was at work and mom couldn't do things around the house, and so I kind of had to take over, really, and just kind of take over the duties of, like, we're going to starve if somebody doesn't do it. Yeah. And so it kind of started out of necessity, and then I guess it grew out of, like, moving into punk houses with all of our friends, in Richmond and in Boston. We were all very broke, and the best thing that could happen to us was to have a good meal. And and I kind of got this just love of cooking for people, because it made people so happy. And then also after touring for years, I knew as a touring musician that when we were putting on house shows and having bands come through and stay with us, I knew the best thing you could have on tour is a hot shower and a good meal. I mean, that can change your whole day. So from there, just kind of I like creative stuff, and to me, cooking was just the same as drawing and painting in art school or writing a song. It's something creative, and I just always really loved it and got a lot of satisfaction out of doing it for other people. So started working in some restaurants here and there, and just sort of kind of taught myself how to do it, I guess.
Seriously, with the exception of your mother getting sick, are you my long lost brother?
No, I think there's a lot of folks that think that way with if you grew up in the punk scene and things like that, we all know, a good meal is about as good as it can get sometimes. So I think a lot of us have that in common.
Yeah. I mean, I've always, I've told people in the past, people are like, "Oh, are you an artist?" And I say, everybody's an artist. You just got to find your medium. And, and I feel that cooking is one of the great art forms that is satisfying in so many levels, because not only do you get to, like you said, it feels good to cook for other people and make them happy, but then also you get to eat it and be full and, and feel good. And,
exactly. So. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think you see that, I love all the cooking shows, competition shows and stuff, and you see all these dudes with the full sleeves and tattoos and all that, and you're like, this guy was in the band. Maybe he knows what he's doing now. It's a great creative outlet for people, and also, it makes other people happy. To me, it's like writing a song, making a good meal for somebody, but you get to watch them enjoy it.
Yeah, and the nice thing too is if you do something and you try something and you mess it up, there's another meal coming around. You get another chance at it, again. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I honestly, I can't. When people tell me they can't cook, I just equate that to them saying they can't read and follow directions. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Joe, there's a little thing we do on this show with our guests. We have a food trivia game that we play, where I'll read you 6 questions and you just answer each question, and then we go over and see how well you did on them. You willing to give it a shot?
I didn't know there was going to be a test. All right, I'm ready.
I'm pretty sure you can beat the girls from the Bomb Pops. So I bet you can do that. So. All right, here we go. Question 1. And what I'll do is I'll read each question, let you answer, and then we'll go over the answers. So. All right.
Okay.
What cow's milk blue cheese is named for a town outside Milan, Italy?
Oh my goodness. What cow's blue cheese? Oh my goodness.
I guess you just got to think of towns outside Milan, Italy.
That's what I'm trying to think of. I go there 3 times a year. I have no idea.
Just shoot a guess.
Gorgonzola. That's not even a blue cheese.
We'll go with it. All right. What was the restaurant chain Applebee's promoting to the tune of Jerry Lee Lewis's Great Balls of Fire in 2005 TV commercial? Great Balls of Fire.
Applebee's Great Balls of Fire. I don't think they do the blooming onions. I'm going to say meatballs.
All right. True or false? A connoisseur's wine glass should be made of clear glass.
True.
Okay. Which has more grams of fat? McDonald's California Cobb salad with crispy chicken without dressing, or a McDonald's cheeseburger?
The salad.
What is the name of Danny Meyer's first New York City restaurant, which Zagat surveys repeatedly rank as New York's favorite restaurant? Or New Yorkers' favorite restaurant?
Oh man, I think I just watched the show. The chef's name just mentioned this the other day. Zamato?
What is it?
Zamato?
All right. And what cultivated mushroom grows in brown leafy clusters and also goes by the name hen of the woods?
Truffle.
All right, let's check your answers. The blue cheese is gorgonzola.
Is it really?
Yeah. Huh.
Wow. Okay. All right. 1 for 1.
There we go. Okay. The Great Balls of Fire was the Red Hot Riblets. Red Hot Riblets.
Gross.
Yes, a connoisseur's glass should be made of clear glass so you can see the wine. You silly. So you got that one.
Yep.
Yes, the salad has more fat. It's 18 grams. The cheeseburger only has 12.
Wow.
The restaurant in New York is Union Square Cafe, and the mushroom is the maitake mushroom.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So you're 50%. It's not too bad.
All right. Did I beat the bomb pops?
I think they were 50% as well. Sorry.
Okay, that's good.
I don't think you beat my mom though. So it happens. Hey, I gotta ask. You gotta tell me about Gwamper and the birthday cake.
Oh God, who told you about this story?
Joey Balls.
Okay, you want the full story?
Sure.
Okay, so it was man, I can't remember which year it was, but we were on tour, Poker Fire, Darkest Hour, and A Veil, which is kind of funny because Ryan from Darkest Hour became our drummer later, and Gwamper played bass for us after that. But when the three bands were together, we played a show. I want to say we were in Cincinnati at Tomcats or something like that. And it was Gwamper's birthday, and it was like this. And Darkest Hour brought a cake up on stage with candles and everything. And then when Gwamper went to blow out the candle, they smashed him in the face with it. Not a big deal. Happens all the time. But Gwamper was just pissed about it. He was really unhappy. And he was just kind of like, walking around after the show, like, put a cake in my face. Like, if you've ever met Gwamper, Gwamper's great. He's hilarious. There's nobody like him on the planet. And he's just kind of storming around like, put a cake in my face. I'll show you. So the next day, I want to say we were in Pittsburgh or something like that. And Gwamper sort of just disappeared after the sound check for a couple hours. And he showed back up at the show, and he's kind of walking around. He's got this little smile on his face. He's kind of chuckling like, hey. And we're like, Gwamper, what's up, man? Where you been? And he's just like, nowhere. He's laughing. And we're like, what's up, G? What happened? And he's like, nothing. Put a cake in my face. And so after the show, everyone's kind of saying goodbye. And Gwamper's like, I'm going to ride with you guys. And Darkest Tower pulls up, and they're like, Gwamper, what did you do? And he's like, what? Nothing. And like, Gwamper, seriously, what did you do? He's like, nothing. What? and they kind of like pull off, and he's just chuckling. He's like, put the cake in my face. And we're all just laughing. We're like, what's up, G? What did you do? And he's like, just wait, man. And like 10 minutes later, we just start getting phone calls, and it's the Darkest Hour guys in their van. And Swamp is just on his phone laughing, and he's like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Turns out, Gwomper went to a pet store and bought 1,000 crickets and put them all in Darkest Hour's van. And they got into everything. They got into the van, they got into the suitcases, they got everything. And he thought it was going to be funny because they get in the van and there's crickets jumping all over the place. But what happened was it was a really cold night, and the crickets all died.
Oh.
They crawled into everything, they got into everything, and then they died. And I didn't know this, but crickets smell really terrible when they die.
Yeah.
So they had all these dead crickets in everything. And, yeah, that story came up a couple of years ago. And, you know, like I said, Ryan plays drums for us, and Gwomper was in the band playing bass. And the story came up, and Ryan told Gwomper, he goes, you know, there's 2 people in that band that still will never talk to you the rest of your life. They're so good.
Oh man!
He's like, you know, we just put a cake in your face. Like, it's not like buying 1,000 crickets and unleashing them in our van seems like kind of a crazy response to that. But you know, whatever. You know,
the funny thing is, I have a bearded dragon, and I buy crickets all the time for them. And a lot of times they ask me, "Oh, what are you feeding with this?" And my response a couple of times have been, "Oh, nothing. I'm just releasing them in my ex-wife's car." So.
Do they stink when they die? Because I don't.
They do. They have this weird. There's a weird smell about them. It's not like, you know, like a stink bug or anything, but there's an odd smell to them that is definitely you can tell it's not right.
So like maybe 1,000 of them is probably pretty bad.
Probably. I mean, I only buy them 30 at a time, so I and they're still alive and they get eaten. So. But,
that's funny.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Joe. Any tours coming up that you have planned for yourself here?
Yeah, I got some stuff coming up this summer. Right now, I'm just back teaching English for the next 2 months, and then this summer I'm going to be going out and doing some solo stuff in Austria, Germany, just around Europe. And then also, it looks like I'm going to be coming back to America and doing the East Coast tour with Nothington in late June, early July. And then they'll be coming back and doing, I'll be opening those shows solo as well. And then they'll be coming back to Europe, and we're going to be doing Growth Rock Festival, the All Fix Festivals and stuff like that. So solo stuff, and then doing some more touring with Nothington. Yeah.
Excellent. So look for the tour dates, and check out Joe's solo album, Another Life. Where can they get that? Is it at joemcmahon.com? Does that exist?
Yeah, in the States, you can order it from smartpunk.com.
Okay.
And in Europe, gunnerrecords.com. That's also available, you know, digitally on iTunes and all that stuff too.
That's a really good album. Get it. It's not. When I say acoustic, it's not really like just Joe with an acoustic guitar. There's a full band and it's good stuff.
It's full band.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right. Well, hey Joe, thank you so much for talking to us and playing along with us here. I'm gonna send it off with the Smoke or Fire song. This is Integrity on Punk Rock Foodies Radio. Thanks, man.
All right, thanks for having me.
You wanna hit to justify your opinion.
to thank Steve Bride and Skate Rad. I'd like to thank Eli for joining us. I'd like to thank Joe McMahon. Check out the album. It's called Another Life, his solo album. Check out all of Smoker Fire's catalog. They're great. Check him out. You're in Austria, Germany this spring, and the East Coast this summer here in the U.S. Also like to thank King's Hawaiian. And check out Burning Rose Studios for all your video and graphic needs. Check out Betty Gear on Facebook. And check out Punk Rock Foodies. 5,000 members and growing. It's real simple. Make food. Post a picture of the food. Bone-ape-tit, everyone.
Great Floyd's does not have Wi-Fi.
Did you ask that?
Yeah, you know he's there.